Hi, besties. Good afternoon from California. If you're new here, please introduce yourselves in the comments. I'd like to know you and meet you. Where in the world are you tuning in from? Today's topic is a very, is a very interesting one because I've gotten lots and lots of kind of questions like this. People ask me, how do you manage to be self-disciplined? What is your secret? How do you manage to do all these things that you always do? In today's video, I'm going to be in today's live stream because it's live. So if you're new here, please introduce yourselves. I'd like to know you and meet you. Where in the world are you watching from? I also want to learn from you. So if you're someone that has been able has been able to navigate this in your own life, please share with us your tips and tricks in the comments as well. And if you're also struggling with self-discipline, please let me know in the comments. Feel free to ask your questions. There are no stupid questions on this channel. Just go ahead and ask your questions, and I'll be more than happy to respond to every single one of you. So go ahead and introduce yourselves. Do not forget, where are you watching from? So while you're introducing yourselves, let me also go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Miriam. I'm based here in California. I'm a wife, a mom, a student, an entrepreneur. I'm also a fashion designer. On this channel, it's all about giving you back-to-back valuable content. Yes, so that helps to become the best version of yourself. Today, we're going to be talking about the mastery of self-discipline. How to be self-disciplined. Are you ready? Come with me, guys. Let's go. So the first thing I'm going to say here is, just so you know, mastering self-discipline is actually a journey that involves, understanding your goals, building habits, and maintaining your focus. Yes. And I'm going to share with you in today's video, it's going to be like a comprehensive guide to help you develop and strengthen your self-discipline. The first thing on my list is for you to define your clear goals and your priorities. What are your clear goals and priorities? Please, where is everyone watching from? I'm trying to look at the comments here. Okay, so go ahead and introduce yourselves. Don't forget. So first thing, like I said, is for you to define your clear goals and your priorities. Yes, yes, yes. What are your goals? For someone like me, I like to start with the hard part. Yes, when you start with the hard technical part, everything else gets easier with time. But if you start small, like really, really small, it might get harder as you go, or as you climb up or as you level up. So for me, I like to go the extra mile, and I'm going to give you quite a few examples that also helps me and can illustrate what exactly I mean. Yes. So the first on my list is going. It's like under promising and over delivering, right? Yes, under promise and over deliver. Shoot beyond your target. Always shoot beyond your targets. So if you have a goal to maybe you're supposed to read 10 pages of a book. Maybe you've been trying to get into this act of reading. It's just an example. And you said, okay, maybe your threshold or your target is maybe 1 page a day. You can stretch it. Yes, stretch it to 10 and see how far you can go. So I wouldn't want you to stop at your limit, the limits that you have set for yourself. Always try to shoot further. Yes, always try to shoot further than what you have set for yourself. That way, if you're able to achieve the goal that you have set for yourself, then now you're aware of what your capacity looks like. Now you're aware that, oh, you just boxed yourself in that tiny box that you had all this while. You can actually shoot for something bigger. Yes, you can shoot for something bigger. I'm telling you. So I'll also say that you need to know your strengths and your weaknesses. You need to know your strength. Yes, your strengths and your weaknesses. What is something that you're really, really good at? What is something that you're really struggling with? If there's something that you're really, really struggling with, I would advise that you take your time, retrospect, just sit back, relax, and say, what is it about this thing that is really, a big deal for me? What is it about? If you're someone that eats a lot and you struggle with, eating healthy, or, reducing your weight, or cutting down on, fatty foods, carbs and stuff like that, ask yourself, what is the God in this thing that is really controlling me? So for me, I always like to be in control of every situation. That's why I will not drink. I will not smoke. I will not do anything that will alter with the way that I, reason naturally. Sarah, thank you so much for joining in. You're amazing. So for me, I like to I like to be in control of things, and this is the reason why I do not drink. Like I said, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't want anything to alter with how I think. So once you're aware of what your weaknesses and your strengths, for people, for things that you struggle with, you can start by sitting down and thinking back and saying, okay, what is it about this thing that is controlling me? Why am I unable to control my appetites? Why am I unable to control the way I think towards this? Why is this thing controlling me? You start from there and you make it a point of duty. You're welcome, Sarah. You make it a point of duty to take back your control, take back, take back your power, because things that you have no control over will control you. Yes, things that you have no control over. I mean, I gave an example of eating excessively. Maybe you're someone that eats too much, and you try as much as you can. You tell yourself, I'm not going to eat this thing today. And maybe, they give you, maybe they hand out pizza. I mean, this is something that happens when I was working in the bank. Then they hand out all these things, but I say no every single time. I say no every single. There are people who say to themselves, I'm not going to take this thing today. But when it's in front of them, they find themselves eating and grubbing and unable to control themselves. So what is something that you are struggling? Yes, you are struggling with. Is it food? Is it addiction? Is it, whatever it is? See, the moment you're not in control, you have signed up your G. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining in. Where are you watching from? GUM. Okay, blessings. So you need to really ask yourself, what is that one thing that is really controlling me? Are you someone that sleeps? You oversleep. You just find yourself on the couch, or you find yourself eating chips. You just find yourself eating, high fat comfort foods. Are you someone that, struggles? Are you someone that struggles with, any of these addictions, in quotes? Are you someone that struggles with eating habits? And, there are people that say, I've seen not just one person, multiple people that tell me they eat when they're depressed. They eat a lot of food. The reverse is the case for me. I tell you, for me, the reverse is the case. I will not eat when I'm not in the right frame of mind. I'm even in the right frame of mind, I'm not eating, let alone when I'm not in the right frame of mind. Because most of the times I forget to eat, and I have to remind myself, that, okay, yes, I have to. In fact, this week I've had a couple of people tell me, stop eating at 4 p.m. because I eat at 4 p.m. Like my first meal of the day, I eat at 4 p.m. and that's it for the day. Like, I'm busy, I'm tired. And if I try to eat before 12 or 12 o'clock, my tummy just scatters. But I am currently I'm trying one diet. It's a high protein diet. It has a lot of avocado and eggs and stuff, and then you wrap it in a lettuce, lettuce wrap, and it's really good. I tell you, use any cream of your choice. It is really, really, it's better than not eating. I mean, for me, I'm trying to not to stop eating. How do I put it now? I'm trying not to skip breakfast anymore. Yes, I'm trying not to skip, because I don't know how to do breakfast. I don't know how to do it. I don't want to alter my tummy early in the morning. I don't understand. So a lot of people struggle with food, and see, and some people, they eat according to how they see food in front of them. So when they are faced with, when they are maybe in a party, they can't even say no. They can't even fast to parties. I've fasted to parties so many times. Yes, I'll go to the party and I will not eat. Yes, I will not eat. Oh, you can try that diet. If you can get, if you can't find what's it called? If you can't find lettuce wrap, you can use cabbage wrap. It is so good. Yes, it is so. I tell you, so you can have avocado, maybe one avocado. You can have one or two eggs. You chop it up. You can add tomatoes. If you don't want tomatoes, you can add onions to it. You can add a few, what's it called, veggies to it, and then you can also add the avocado, the lettuce itself. You can cut it up and put it in it, and then you put your cream. You can put any salad cream, like Heinz salad cream. I know a lot of people make their salad dressings at home, but I like the Heinz, the British Heinz. That's the one we get from the African store here in US. So I put it in. And me too, Sarah. I don't eat in the morning. So you put it on it, and then you have the wrap. Oh, it is so good. It is so good. I tried it on Thursday and it was good. I tell you, so trust me, you can try it too. I'm sure you'll love it. And it's healthy. There is no bread, there is no carbs. You use the what's it called? The lettuce as your base. Yes, the lettuce is your plate. You eat it together with it is so good. In fact, someone even fried eggs. Yes, my friend fried eggs and put it in the avocado. I mean, in the lettuce. She just fried plain eggs and put it in the lettuce and ate it. It is so good. I tell you, you guys should try it. Yeah, so that is it for for people who struggle with eating addiction. Put the food in front of you. I mean, when you have the food in front of you, tell yourself, even if it smells so good, so yummy, and it's inviting, it's calling your name, you can tell yourself, we're not doing this today. If you're able to refrain from taking it in a day, then you see you're getting your power back gradually. When you're able to realize that, okay, I've survived without overeating, as I've always done, then you know that you can even do a lot more. Then you know that the next day you can try it again. The third day you can try it, and then you see that, oh, okay, it's not as bad as this. I remember back then when they would distribute, pizza like every Friday in the office, and I would say no to it. I would say no. I'm telling you, and people like I watch what I put in my tummy. I watch it. I don't want to get so fat. I'm telling you, so if you're someone that struggles with that, yes, you can start with that. And if you're also someone that struggles with, working out, you can just add it to your routine. Just add it to maybe you can help yourself. Maybe when you take the kids to school or on your way to work. I mean, I have friends at the time, I have friends who don't even shower at home. They go to the gym, they take their, clothes, their office clothes with them, and then they go to the gym. After their workout, they shower in the gym, they dress up, and they go to work. That's a way to imbibe it into your routine. Honestly, for me, there's nothing you cannot achieve if you put your mind to it. There is nothing in the world that you cannot achieve if you put your mind to it. I am telling you. So yes, if you are someone that struggles with, working out or losing weight, or you can do it. You can do it. See, I've seen people that were 700 pounds. They weighed 700 pounds and they are down to 150. I tell you, down to 150, and they are never going back to that place again. Never ever going back to that place again. If anyone can do it, you can do it. If those people can do it, you can do it. In fact, I saw an 18-year-old boy he weighed about 400 pounds. He was big. It was hard to believe that he was 18. By the time he lost all the weight, he looked his age. He's never going. I mean, the fact that he can achieve that at the age of 18 tells a lot about how much he can achieve in life. So if there's something you struggle with, let me know in the comments. What is something that you struggle with, when it comes to self-discipline? You find out that this thing is controlling you. You're not in control. For me, I love to be in control of every situation. I love to be in control of things. I love to be on top of things. So that's why I said I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't put myself in a situation where I don't know what I'm doing anymore, or I'm sloppy, or you won't find me, involving myself in such things. Is there something that you struggle with? Please let me know in the comments. Let's talk about it. It's all about becoming the best version of ourselves. So yes, like I said, know your strengths and your weaknesses, and then start to intentionally work on yourself. Yes, start to intentionally work on those things. If you struggle with overeating, you can do it. Trust me, you can stop eating, anyhow. You can. If you can think it, you can achieve it. Now, self-awareness is also a very, very powerful tool. Yes, it's a very, very powerful tool. When we talk of self-discipline, we're talking of comfort zones. Leaving our comfort zones. Yes, you have to leave your comfort zone because the easy thing for you to do, the comfortable thing for you to do, is just to start eating. It's just an example I'm giving to you. It's just to start eating. The comfortable thing for you to do is to stay away from the hard work, is to stay away from those hard things. You don't want to do those hard things, but trust me, those hard things actually pay off at the end of the day. I mean, I have friends who want to really go back to school, but they struggle. They're like, I don't know where to start. I say, start from anywhere. Just start from, put one leg in. Put one leg in. Once one leg is in, then it's easy for you to put the other leg in. But if you're constantly out, you're not making any step, you're not even bothering to apply for admission. You want to go back to school, but you're not applying for admission. You don't even know the course you want to take. You're not studying, you're not reading, you're not putting yourself in that mode, in that study mode, and you're sure you really want to go back to school. You need to, you need to really reassess. Like I said, you have to leave your comfort zone, because like I always say on this channel, your comfort zone is a place where nothing grows. Nothing ever grows in your comfort. If you know you want to be successful, you have to do the hard things. You have to do the hard things. As I speak, it is always hard. I mean, for people, when you meet successful people. I was talking to a lady yesterday. She's a vice president of a top, pharmaceutical company here in the United States. And when she was talking, I could relate 150%. She was talking about people not having good work ethics. And I relate. I'm like, okay, we're on the same page. Now I found someone that is on the same page as I am, and she's like, people don't want to work. People don't want to put in the hard work. People don't want to, do the hard things. They just want to enjoy. They want to, sit back and enjoy. No, you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. If you truly want to master self-discipline, then you have to. If I know it can be boring, yes, or uninteresting. So let me give you an example. If you're someone that struggles with reading, for instance, and you've been telling yourself year in, year out, oh, I'm going to start reading. And like I said, when you start reading, you don't want to read just one page and leave it. I know people say, okay, just start small. But sometimes you need to really push yourself. You need to really, really push yourself. When you're able to push yourself, I'm sure there are a couple of content creators here. Maybe some people create one video in a day. I create 25 videos in a day now. I create 50 videos in 2 days now, consecutively. Yes. So the first time I did it, I did 2 in a day. I shot 2 episodes in a day. I'm like, okay, I can do it. And then I started doing 5 at the time. For me, I remember it was a big deal. 5 videos. I'm like, oh, guess what? I shot 5 videos today. It was a big deal. But now that I do 25, I don't think you can exceed that number. I tell you, because I shoot from morning till 12 a.m. From morning till 12, and I make sure that I put in 25 in a day. Yes. So you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. If you truly, truly, truly want to master the art of self-discipline, you have to. Because you can't keep playing small. You can't keep staying in your comfort zone. You can't keep doing the easy things. You have to start doing the hard things. Yes, only the hard things can actually get you all the way till the top. Only the hard things can get you all the way on, of course, with God's favor. But you have to master the art of self. Okay, Sarah, what I do is I start in the morning. I take my breakfast, and another good thing about shooting, in batches or in bulk is that you get to use the same makeup. You get to use the same makeup. You don't have to make up like in 10 days or in 20 days. So what I do is I take my usual nap time comes in between. So when I take the nap and I wake up, I don't even go downstairs. I just start shooting. I have my studio sets. I have all the clothes sets, and I just go change, go. I keep going like that till 12 in the midnight. So yes, I take a nap in between, and then I start working. There is no break. There is no call. I don't take calls. I don't pick calls. I don't call anybody on the days that I shoot. And then after those days, I'm like, okay, so what were you saying? But I know that I've put in the work, and it's enough to suffice for 4 months. 4 months worth of content in 2 days. I just gave you guys one tip. A big tip right there. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. But now that you're hearing it from me, I'm doing it, I'm walking the talk, it's easy for you to kind of like get it. You may not get it completely in a day. With time, your brain starts to absorb it, and you're like, okay, let me stretch myself a little bit. Okay, let me do 5, and then you find yourself like, okay, it's possible. And then one day you try yourself, you do 8, and then you do 10. No, I do this. No, I don't do it daily. Come on. I said 2 in 2 days in a row, just 2 days in a row, and those 2 days give me 4 months worth of content. Yes. Of course, I drop 3 videos every week, so you can do the calculations here. So it gives me 2 months, sorry, 4 months worth of content, 4 months worth of content in 2 days. 4 months worth of content in 2 days, but I split it between two channels. And because I have multiple channels, and then I have to do the same thing again. But of course, I try to, I try to space it. I try to breathe. So yes, I space it maybe 2 weeks and I do the same. I do it again because I have other businesses that I do. So people wonder how how I show up for this, how I show up. That is it. You're welcome. That is exactly how I get to do it, and then for the other channels, I do the same thing. I pick 2 days in a week, and then I go and I tell my people, hey, nobody should disturb me tomorrow and next tomorrow. I will not even I know they see road whenever I'm shooting my videos, so you have to master the art of self-discipline. Like I said, when I first started, I was shooting 2 videos. I mean, it was the one was tough. One in a week, it was tough. And I was always having anxiety, each time I was going to shoot. I'm like, how do I get through this? How do I do this? And then with time, I started shooting 2. And then I increased it to 5. And then one day I did 10. And then I did 17. And at the time I did 17, I was doing 17 videos in a day. I would edit it myself at the time. Yeah, not this year. I would edit it myself. And I'll edit everything in 48 hours, between 24 to 48 hours. It was crazy. But now, of course, I have a couple of editors that, edit for me. So yes, it was tough in the beginning, but when you stretch yourself, that's why I said you should know your strengths and your weaknesses, especially things that scare you. Do the things that scare you. Start doing the things that scare you. I'm talking to myself too. Yes, I have a particular project that I've been waiting on. Maybe I should go and jump out of a plane first before I do it, or I should do it first, because I'm thinking of those two. Because I know that once I jump out of the plane, I can do anything. Once I can jump out of a plane, I know I can do anything. So what is that thing, that one thing that scares you? What is that one thing that you have been putting on? What is that one thing that seems to control you? We're talking about self-discipline here. What is that one thing that controls you? Are you able to identify that thing? You can write it down and start to tell yourself. You have to mentally start to prepare yourself that this thing is not going to control me again. I am taking back my power. I am going to be in control. So you can start, doing those things. The next thing is for you to remove temptations. Remove temptations. Anything that seems to get in your way, remove every single one of them. Even if it means that, if you like food a lot, you might stay away from food. Stay away from the aroma. Maybe you don't go near the kitchen if you're someone that really, really, really struggles. Me, I don't care the smell. I fast. Fast a lot. So I can just, it's all good for me. I've gotten to the point where nothing gets to me, right? Like I can do without, do without eating. But for a lot of people, once they smell, once they perceive the smell, they just can't do it. They just have to go. They just have to taste it, so maybe you should stay away just to, help yourself to, develop that self-discipline to a point where even when you're taking it, you know that you're not going to go overboard. Yes. So what is that something that you struggle with? There's so many things, so many people struggle with, lack of discipline, self-discipline when it comes to their diet, when it comes to their weight loss, when it comes to their goals. They struggle with self-discipline. Some people want to go back to school, like I said, they want to go back to school, but they just don't know how to start. Some people want to start a business, they don't know how to start, they don't know where to start from. Once they start, they find, or they start a business and they end up spending all the money. They have nothing to show for it, they can't account for it. So what is that one thing that you struggle with? Oh, GUM said great words. You can do anything. Virginia Beach area. I think you asked earlier. Yes, I asked. Thank you for letting me know. So what is that one thing that you really, really, really need help with? You can just write it down. You may need to pray about it too. Yes, you may need to, because some people battle with forces that are bigger than their own. So you need prayers, really. Tell God about it and say, this thing, we're gonna get through this thing. We're gonna get past this thing. This thing will not continue to subdue me. I am ready to subdue this thing. I am ready to take control. I am ready to take charge. I'm ready to be in power. I'm ready to take back my power. So yes, and if it is social media, if you're someone that struggles, maybe you find yourself on, on Instagram, and they're sending things that you want to do, but because you lack that self-discipline, to stop yourself from going overboard on social media, you might even need to delete the app. Delete it. I shared on this same channel, my channel, that when I was in grad school, when I was studying for my master's degree at the time, I remember when I needed to post, and of course, as a wife and a mom, a student, there's no excuse. You don't have any excuse not to turn in your assignments. Are you kidding me? Or your group assignments, or your projects, So, and I still have to post because I was sewing to pay my school fees in grad school. So what I did, I would post. Then I didn't have a personal assistant. I would post, and then I'll delete the app. I posted 4 times every day. Yes, I would post, and then I couldn't even schedule my posts. There was no schedule. I didn't even know anything about scheduling, that you can actually schedule your post to drop at a later period. So what I did at the time was I would post on Instagram. I know what to post. I would post on Instagram, and I would delete the app. I'll delete Instagram app. If it's gonna be distracting me, I will delete it, because I see notifications every second, and it distracts. 1 second, taking a look at it takes me away from what I'm supposed to achieve. It delays my work by maybe another 30 minutes, and time was very expensive for me then, even up till now. It can take away 30 minutes of my productivity, or 1 hour, a whole 1 hour of my productivity. And at this time, by this time, if you're a high flyer, you should know when your peak period is. You should know by now when your energy starts to decline in a day. You should know. So you need to be able to achieve, put in optimal work before your energy starts to go down. So, and if going on phone is going to be a great total waste of your time, then, or going on social media, then you might delete the app. Delete everything that distracts you. Everything that distracts you. You have to. That's how you get to be disciplined. And with time, even when you're on the app, you are conscious. For me, I'm always conscious. Okay, you're spending 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and I'm done. What am I here to do? I'm here to post. I'm here to promote. I'm here to do this. And I'm done. I won't go there. I don't usually have that idle time, that much idle time. I don't. So if you're someone that struggles with time management too, discipline, write out all the things that you need to achieve in a day, and make sure that you follow them strictly, follow them to the latter. Make sure nothing comes between you and your goals. Write it down. And I think I still have a lot to share when it comes to self-discipline. Maybe I'll continue with the same topic next week, because I don't want to go overboard. I don't want to go above the time. So yes, I hope today's video has been a blessing to you. This video has blessed you. Please do well to share, like, and subscribe to my channel, and please turn on the notification bell. Yes, I will really appreciate that. And do well to also tune in to watch my videos. I'm the grants queen. I share all things grants on my channel. Till I see you guys again next week with another powerful and exciting episode. Till then, keep winning and keep sparkling. God bless you. Bye for now.